Hello everyone, welcome to Swaroop to Sky. And in this video we are going to know why you should learn SQL. So we were curious to learn more about our users and their responses to the question that why learn SQL. To that end we surveyed and we found some stats that why should we learn and why they learn, what were their motivation to learn SQL. So they probably said that I enjoyed it and needed it for problem solving and something like that, lots of results. So before that I would like to tell you what is SQL. So SQL is a structured query language. It is a primary and the most favored standard language for creating relational databases. This language is effectively used to insert, search, update, delete, and modify databases. In other words, it implies that the database created by this language are capable of enough for doing more things than we expect. For example, if you want to create a table, name some students, then you have to write a query like create table students. The reason is obvious, that you have by observation you will have to know that SQL keywords and some beginner things. So how easy it is to learn SQL. So okay, now why should you learn SQL? After mastering SQL queries, one can easily understand how simple queries are combined to do data manipulations. It will also let you develop your projects by letting you connect to the techniques involved in machine learning programs and other SQL platforms. Let's take some stats, or okay, I have got some details to prove my words. So according to Tableau Academy users survey, they surveyed people that why should they learn SQL. So it's no surprise that 30% of the respondents want to grow their career in data analysis and 31% of all users need SQL for work. Surprisingly, 26% of the respondents believe learning SQL is good for self-improvement and only 8% learn the language to practice. So as you can see there, also that from data from indeed.com, I wondered that 63% of respondents see SQL as their way of moving up the ladder. Either way, SQL come up in IT and nearly in other businesses, and it is the most popular for programming jobs. When people hear about SQL, they immediately think of IT related fields. But SQL is growing on demand in many fields beyond IT and can make you a promise candidate for employment in other industries. According to the Quant Crunch report, by 2020, the number of data science and analytic job listing project to grow from nearly 3,64,000 listing to approximately 2 crores 72 lakhs. And 59% of all DSA job demand is currently in finance and insurance, professional services and IT. Not bad, huh? So why learn SQL? You are currently learning SQL or considering starting? What is your motive? Let's take a glimpse on the history of SQL. So SQL language was developed in 1970s at IBM Corporation Industries by Donald Campbell and Raymond F. Boyce, and later on it was named as SQL and was changed to SQL. This language has been used for more than 40 years and will be used more often in future. If you are learning the SQL today, then you do not have to learn more about it in the upcoming years, where the technology will become much more advanced. So it is an effective language in mining data. It is also termed as effective programming language because it pushes the web developer to perform CRUD operations. It is a language whose information from different sources will relatively help people to mine data from different sources. So from these things we came to know that what are the skills that will be beneficial or enhanced by learning SQL. It will make you data storage and designer. You will become good at designing data tables and structures and handling data sets. It will make you an eye for detail. For example, make you a data scientist before seeding the data into database prefers to keep an accurate eye for every detail. And if you code that, transparency will be executed. It will make you a problem solver because rises from a different aces to difficult road that settled on his way, sidelining the big obstacles. SQL's role is far bigger than what we could ever expect. Resolves issues, from resolving the tangled query to providing effective solution. Is the problem solver of the company. Analytical and logical thinking. It makes you think an unconventional way of analyzing problem that surface in the project and prefers a good IQ and emotional quotient with a blend of intelligence to resolve the dispute in a short time without betraying a senior executive. It will make you calm, patient, and you need to have a strong association with or collaboration with your companies, and it will make you a good at writing and documentations. So these are the responsibilities or advantages if you learn SQL. So concluding my all lecture here, all my speech here, I would like to say SQL is best for learning, and it is far better if it is learned online. MySQL is not a Herculean task. It is much easier if it learned in the right way, at the right time, and by the right trainer. While expenses nearly more than the affording capacity and fearing the jobs increasing in many industries demand IT professionals or graduating students to opt for what leverages you keep you ahead of others. Resourcing the right type of programming language by restoring the effective sets of solutions executed defective implementation done by the right set of web developer, and this can be done easily by you too. So if you like to know more about SQL, then you can leave your comments below. And this is ᴘᴜᴜ and we do a lot of things and lot of works on there. We did a lots of videos, we made a lot of work, and if you like my work you can see it. It's on YouTube. If you like, then must have a subscribe. Thank you very much for listening.